I say anything about this video. It is very short, so I'm going to keep my opinions towards the end of the video. And we're just going to watch it and see what this guy has to say.
Boruto fans might be some of the most impressive people out there, because their ability and willpower to die on a hill for one of the most average pieces of shonen manga is borderline inspiring. But the downside of having a fanbase consisting of literal thumbsuckers, you get a collective of people who don't know how to handle criticism, because as a united front they share two brain cells that are fighting for third place. And that's why when I made a video about why Boruto is a bad sequel, they literally lost their minds. But as the self-imposed anime English teacher, I nosedived straight into the criticism with the ideal of peaceful dialogue and discussion, which is more I can say about Boruto and their chakra-eating aliens.
Okay, we have another video talking about why Boruto is a bad sequel. Let's see if this guy brings up any good points.
With Boruto as a continuation of Naruto is that it took away from what Naruto brought to the table. Because regardless of the countless trials and tribulations that Naruto faced, it shows us that our lovable knucklehead ninja didn't actually succeed. The world isn't any better because Naruto became Hokage.
The world is actually an infinitely better place with Naruto becoming Hokage. Naruto becoming Hokage made it practically impossible for any other village to wage any sort of war. If Naruto did not exist, the villages would have 100% went to war with each other after a certain period of time following the Fourth Great Ninja War.
Now, first of all, thanks for the free promo, Tizzy. Now, it's actually pretty funny because my good buddy also vehemently disagreed with my take, which is a good thing because I don't want an echo chamber of yes men who always agree with my opinions. I'm fully aware I have controversial takes that a lot of people don't agree with, but with that being said, I can at least defend them. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. Objectively, yes, the Naruto world is a better place because Naruto became Hokage and united all the 5 great ninja villages. But another objective statement is that every ninja in the entire world is just another lamb to the slaughter as they're waiting for their inevitable demise due to the Otsutsuki. It's the illusion of peace, and therefore Naruto's success is actually a matter of perspective. Internally, things got better, but externally across the entire universe, things are more chaotic than ever. Naruto's ideal of peace becomes trivial and outlandish because there's things he can't control. And the fact that this evil is still existing in his era just proves that statement even further. It's just Madara's Eye of the Moon plan extended to Naruto's son, who's now supposed to be the savior of this generation. And that's why I find it funny that the first scene of Boruto is Boruto versus Kawaki in a destroyed elite village almost to mirror Naruto in the Pain Invasion arc. I believe it was Hashirama who said whenever and wherever you live, there will always be war. In Boruto, the ninja villages may not be at each other's heads, but there is a much more evil external threat that's far more chaotic to the destruction of humanity. In reality, a ninja world full of peace is boring, so ultimately they had to force conflict to move the plot forward, and sadly it was at the detriment of Naruto's character. And Naruto fails
I said I would be quiet.
to
I
end
said
the
I would be
cycle of
quiet.
hatred because of Kawaki hating Boruto. It just spiraled down to the next generation. Now here's Future Durun editing the video where I have to interject and correct myself. Because Kawaki actually loves Boruto, he just hates the fact that he's Momoshiki's vessel, so it's essentially hate by extension. And essentially the cycle of hatred never stopped, it just shifted from shinobi to aliens. And for me, the plot of Boruto drives his
He's not wrong there.
points even
I'm
further
not gonna lie,
because it
he's not
showcases
wrong.
Naruto's inability to protect and eliminate these cycles. This is my interpretation of the story.
Hokage, there's still villain groups similar to the Akatsuki.
Villain groups existing is not a result of Naruto failing to maintain peace. If it wasn't going to be Kara, it was going to be some other villain group, because villain groups existing is not something Naruto can control.
Now, if you're going to do a sequel to Naruto, at least let his era end so at least there was some semblance of purpose. Boruto could have very well been Naruto's grandson or faces conflicts after Naruto's time has passed, and it would not have detracted from the story at all. That's why
True. They could have done that. But then at the end of the day, we would have had a no-named person that is supposedly either Naruto's son or Naruto's daughter that we do not care about because we have not learned about them. Sure, we could have learned about them during the story, but just like with Naruto now, they would have been a side character from the very beginning. Then we would not care about anything after Naruto except his grandson, which is now supposedly supposed to be Boruto, and Naruto. That middle gap, we would not even care 2 shits about. So no, I prefer Boruto being Naruto's son. I don't think they've ruined Naruto's character at all. Kurama dying, perfect ending to Kurama's life, because he was a being filled with hatred towards everybody and everything, and then towards the end, because of one child that he grew up with and watched grow from a very young age, he was able to change for the better, and then he was able to sacrifice himself for not only that boy, but for the entire piece that that boy wanted. So, no, I do not think they ruined Naruto's character at all. And maybe towards the end of Boruto, and I don't know if you guys know him, he's called NC Hammer. He has a theory that Naruto is going to take in the Ten Tails, like he's going to be the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, become the new Hagoromo, bring world peace, while Boruto defeats all of the evil that the world currently is facing, which at this point could be Code, Kawaki, the Shibai god. So it could be so good if they play it out right, and it is so good. Boruto's manga, perfect. Boruto's anime, if you remove all of the anime canon and you just go with the manga canon shit, perfect. It is perfect. So fucking good. So no, do not think they ruined his character at all.
Why having an antagonist group like Kara is kind of a slap in the face, because me and a lot of people who grew up with Naruto didn't want to see him struggle like this, like he did in Shippuden.
What's the problem there? Let him struggle. Every person struggles, even after achieving their dream.
We wanted to see his era end with...
Because then new problems arise. Because once you've achieved your dream, you have to try and find more purpose in life. What's the way to do that? By struggling through that, motherfucker.
Through peace, not chaos and conflict. The fact of the matter is that Naruto and Sasuke become more like plot devices than they do characters. A great example of a
They're still perfect characters.
good sequel is Avatar The Last Airbender to Avatar The Legend of Korra.
That was a perfect sequel, I'm not gonna lie.
Because Aang did bring peace to his era, and it's only after his timeline is over does the story make way for Korra to be the hero of her story. Naruto and Sasuke were pretty much holding Boruto's hand until the plot chose to discard them for...
So what? Leave it be. I wanted father-son dynamic and daughter and father dynamic. It's what I'm invested in. I want to learn. I want to know the dynamics between these two, and I want to see how they're going to react when his pupil Boruto kicks the ass and claps the ass of Sarda, and see how Naruto like. Once they get married, I want to see their faces, man. That's what I'm after. That's one thing that I really want to see. But sadly, Sasuke might die beforehand, so that's gonna be very fucking sad.
For convenience.
Despite being an absolute monster and powerhouse, it seems like he got nerfed just to fit the plot of the story.
Guys, it's 2023. It's time to realize that Naruto never got nerfed in Boruto. If anything, Naruto got massively buffed.
As for the whole nerfing thing, I don't know what bro is on, but Naruto and Sasuke did get nerfed for the sake of the story. Naruto lost Kurama, and Sasuke lost his eye. And even if they were logically stronger, that was not how I felt when I was reading the story, which again goes to the fact that this is my interpretation of the narrative, which is completely subjective. Now, at the end of the day, everything I just said is an opinion. Tizzy is entitled to his viewpoints just like I'm entitled to mine.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Was the nerf needed? Yes. Did it feel like a plot device? Sasuke's yes, Naruto's not. Because Naruto's nerf rounded out Kurama's story perfectly, in my opinion. Sasuke's Rinnegan, losing his Rinnegan over there, that may have been a plot device, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to be, kill Boruto at that moment because he didn't want to kill his own pupil. So, again, it kind of fulfills Sasuke's character in Boruto. Like, it fills it out pretty well. But yes, it was Sasuke losing the Rinnegan was kind of a plot device. Kurama, no, I don't see that being a plot device. That was it was a perfect end to Kurama's story, I believe. Perfect end.
Sure, he doesn't care anyways, because at the end of the day, we're creators, and our main objective is to make content that entertains. I actually welcome dialogue and discussion. That's why I became a creator, to make a platform where people can share their idea. This is simply my interpretation of Boruto.
I don't know if you guys saw his short about Deku game. Like, the vigilante Deku is the perfect Deku we should have had from the start. There was so many people in the comment sections of that video, of that short, being like, he was perfect from the start. Leave him be. He's struggling in a world with so many powerful people. Well, he doesn't have one superpower. Oh my god, man, that comment section was fucking funny.
And I'm simply expressing my thoughts. If you agree, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too.
Now, oh, hold on. That's the outro. I see both points. Like, I understand how most of the old Naruto fans are about Boruto. I know. I've listened and I've read lots of people's opinions on it. But I also, I wasn't able to read Naruto when I was growing up, because firstly, I'm in South Africa and anime was not that prominent when I was young. There was, it was on TV, but again, it was not something that was shown in my house a hell of a lot. And so my first anime that I actually ever watched was Bleach. Just the first, 20 episodes of it, and then, for whatever reason, I was never able to, see it again. And then it was Dragon Ball, when Goku was fighting Frieza on Namek. It was towards the end of the whole fight, Super Saiyan versus Frieza. So, and then I wasn't able to watch many anime after that, and yeah, it was only towards 2015 when I refound my love for anime, and oh my god, was it enjoyable. Now, people might say, oh, I wasn't a massive fan of anime, so I don't really have an opinion. I have gone through all of the big three. I've gone through Dragon Ball, I've gone through... the only thing that I haven't really gone through is Berserk, because... God, I'm not a big fan of Berserk. I understand the emotional stuff to it, I understand the hype around it, but firstly, my biggest issue, it does not look like it's ever gonna get finished at this point. Same with Hunter x Hunter. That's why I haven't really read it, but I've watched both animes. So, in fact, I do believe my opinion is actually quite valid. But again, everybody's opinion is valid, even if you've only started watching anime recently. It's because everybody's opinion matters, so to say. It's just that I know how every Naruto fan is, and their dislike for Boruto, but if you read the manga, perfect. It is 100% perfect. Could it be a bit better? Yeah. So maybe it's about 90, maybe 80% perfect. The anime, cut out all of the anime canon stuff, and it's actually pretty damn decent. So that is my opinions. Was this dude correct in a lot of his opinions? No. Was the other dude correct in all of his opinions? No. Were they both valid? Yes. Who do I think is right? Honestly, I think about both of them is right. Boruto, if Boruto was set, if Boruto was Naruto's grandson, then it would be a completely different story. I don't think they would, the Otsutsukis would have been completely and utterly gone, I believe. There would be no point, because there would be no one strong enough to stop them, because Naruto would be gone, Sasuke would be gone, and I don't believe we would, because there's no Ashura reincarnation system anymore, the cycle of hatred is gone, there would be no one literally strong enough to be able to stop Momoshiki, so the karma wouldn't be there. It would be a completely different story, and I feel like instead of Boruto seeing how strong he should be to be able to take down these new threats, they would all be dog walked and mollywopped, and it would just be. It would not be entertaining. That is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I dragged this out quite far, and I hope you guys enjoyed.